National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Houston Texans. On the visitor's sideline, there's Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His guys already finding themselves in a pretty massive hole, 0-3 to start the new year. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you
to the right side and intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So out come the Texans in great starting field position. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Here we go, son.
Back to throw. Fields. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Third and 5.
Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Let go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing is Manning. This is Coleman with the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, it's Manning. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Gain of 6. And the Bengals first down.
Manning now to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. To throw is Manning. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
And Bigsby once more. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
And the Texans first down.
Here we go.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. The Texans at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here we go. Go.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Right here to run. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Here we go. All right.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Bengals 37-yard
Green
line.
19. All right.
Out of the gun, Fields. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. So after the INT, it's Manning setting up the screen for Cook.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Manning going to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Manning. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
6. That's good for a Bengals first down.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Pass on a crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard
Play action. Manning. Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Under pressure, they got him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Cook running the slant. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Deep to return is Cavante Turpin. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. All right.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Here we go, son. All right.
Here's a give to Grigsby. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
A really always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here we go. Right.
Here's Fields. Got an open man here. It's K.J. Hamler. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Here's Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's got room to roam. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Calvin Austin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Bengals 3.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. On play action, it's Manning. A short throw caught by Andrews. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. It's a sneak, Manning. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 2nd and 10.
Fields. It's Williams on the catch. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Finding Williams once more, complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the 24-yard line.
Now it's Fields. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go, son. Green 19, you got that? Right.
And they run the toss to Bigsby. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Move 58, move 58, set. Go.
On first and 10, it's Bigsby. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
58, move 58, set.
Fields now to throw. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember that. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Manning. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Bengals first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Bengals.
19 Tiger.
From the gun, it's Manning. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn a sack.
It's second down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Manning. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Manning. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And this will be a Texans first down as he'll take this forward to the 27.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Hall on a give up the middle. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. This 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up
Here we go, son.
Here's Hall again. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3rd and 2.
A gain of 2.
Here we go.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Hall. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go.
They snap it to Fields. That's caught left side. Ruckert with it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
It's a gain of 8. And the Texans first down.
Here we go, son.
Now Fields. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Here we go. Green 19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now Fields going to run. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Texans first down. Go.
From the gun, here's Fields. Across the formation, he hits Austin. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go, son.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Cavante Turpin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. This the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before buys kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our look around the NFL starts now. We begin at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on the Broncos in the AFC West. And it's the veteran Baker Mayfield. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Broncos get back to 500 at 2-2 with the road win. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they host the Tennessee Titans. And this is Luther Burden. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. One more to bring you, and it's from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And this is the Commanders quarterback. He's going to find a man. It's an 11-yard touchdown pass. The Commanders with the lead at the half. With that, time to look at the rest of the action here in Week 4 as we wrap up the first month of the season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
(17-3) the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we met the Dolphins back a little bit.
And it pushes way forward to about the 32. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give them a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
This now a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Fields. Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TV. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it's up through the goalpost. It's 17-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. All right.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Fields. Throw over the middle. He's got Rucker. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Angel. Here we go.
A shotgun snap. Fields completes it to Austin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
That's another Texans first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Sit high. 551. Hey, can. Test. Butt strike. Sit high.
Back to throw. Fields. Touchdown, Texans. Jamison Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Oh, good move. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And out now, here come the Bengals. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 36-yard line.
Manning now throwing quickly to the flat. So no gain on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Throwing is Manning. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Bengals 17.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And able to get this out to the 25. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good.
Here we go.
But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll try and run here with Scannaboo. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Slide.
Here's Fields. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
And he comes back with one complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Don't jump. Ready? Green 19. All right.
Scannaboo is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
An inside run with Scannaboo. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now Fields going to run. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Working from the gun, Manning. A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden. A gain of 5. And it'll be 2nd down. And they'll try to run the option here. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down, Manning. He sets to fire deep. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Houston, it's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now Manning, gotta have this one. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Cincinnati.
Shotgun now for Manning. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing him.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now Manning. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Here we go. 319, tonight.
Give up the middle, Scatterby. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
And this offense on third down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Fields going to run. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Fields, such an athletic quarterback, gets him the first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This is caught by Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 26 and a first down. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
Now it's Fields. Finding Williams once more, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 12-yard line.
Second down and a yard. Fields now to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Cavante Turpin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a three-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll make this a three-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Throwing now is Manning. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Manning. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw, it's Manning. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. They'll go for it. It's Manning. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
13 yards on the play. And the Bengals first
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the gun, it's Manning. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Second down and 3.
at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Manning to throw once more. Manning, he hits him in stride. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. He'll try to pick it up himself. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And the Texans scoop it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
by Bigsby. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to build his way forward to the 48. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Now Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamel Dean. Still going inside the 20. And they will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Texans, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in